Hello and welcome all of you. Myself, Shubhodip Roy, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Mallabhum Institute of Technology. Today I am going to give a brief overview of a very new optical technique, holography. What is holography? Actually, the ordinary photography is the 2D version of any object. In case of ordinary photography, only the information about the amplitude of incoming light waves are recorded on the photographic film. But in holography, the 3D version of the object is created on the photographic film. In the year of 1947, Gabor first suggested this type of new technique of recording the information on a photographic film. In 1962, Leith and Upatniks revived Gabor's idea in photography, and this technique was then termed as holography. Holograms not only records the amplitude but also all the phases of the light received from different parts of the 3D object. So basically, holography is the optical technique of recording the object in a 3D pattern on a photographic film. What are the instruments required for holography? There are four basic instruments. First one is a coherent light source. Coherent light source means here the phase relationship of the incoming light waves remains constant forever, and that type of a source is a laser source. Next one is a beam splitter. Beam splitter actually splits the incoming light waves into two parts. Third one is a mirror, and fourth one is a specially designed photographic film. Holograms made by individuals are usually exposed on very high resolution photographic film coated with a silver halide emulsion. Holograms made for mass production are usually exposed on a glass plate pre-treated with iron oxide and then coated with photoresist. The photoresist material will chemically react to the specific wavelength of light that will be used to create the hologram. There are two steps to produce a hologram. First one is the recording of a hologram, and the next one is the reconstruction of the hologram. Let us first discuss the recording of a hologram. Here the figure gives us a very simple idea about the recording process. The laser light is incident on a beam splitter, and it is splitted into two parts. One part of light goes to a mirror at a specific position and is directed towards the photographic plate. The other part is going through the beam splitter and then incident on the object. This light is known as object wave, and the light that is coming from the mirror is known as the reference wave. Now these two types of wave interfere with each other on the photographic film and records the information about the amplitude and phase of the object. Now let us discuss about the reconstruction of hologram. The figure shows how hologram is used to produce the real and virtual images. The hologram is illuminated by a single beam from laser known as reconstruction wave. The beam is identical to the reference wave used during the recording of the hologram. The laser beam passes through the hologram, has only amplitude variation, but no information about the phase variations. This wave now interacts with the interference pattern recorded in the hologram, and thus it produces two sets of diffracted waves. These diffracted waves carrying the same phase and amplitude of the object interfere and reconstruct a full 3D virtual image of the object behind the hologram. Here, one of the most interesting feature is that during recording process, the laser used that must be used in the reconstruction process also. That means the wavelength of light that is used in the recording process can only be used to reconstruct the hologram. This is a very unique characteristic, and that's why this seeks many applications in secret data transmission process. Holograms can store a large amount of information in a 3D format. For example, 1 centimeter cubic crystal may accommodate the information contained in a library of 1,000,000 books. The information on a hologram can also be decoded, as the wavelength of laser for recording and reconstruction process are same. That's why this can be a very efficient process of data secrecy. Using proper sound and scenes, we can also reproduce three-dimensional images of the internal body organs of living persons, and this technique is very much useful in medical science. And last not but the least, holography is very much used in entertainment media and in 3D cinemas also. So that was all about a brief overview of holography. Hope that you have gained some knowledge about holography. Thank you very much.